So here we go. So kick by Poshman and a header by Flanagan. Tried to head it over to the middle to Grayson Grenier. And I'm sorry, Grayson Grenier took the kickoff, actually. So my apologies there. But Flanagan tried to head it over to Grenier. Now Flanagan with the ball. Flanagan back to Aaron Kaiser. Over to Middleton. Over to Nate Vero. Nate Vero with his first start of the season. He had an issue with his foot, so he's back from the injured list. I'm sure that Bedford D looking forward back. Flanagan over to Rasby. Rasby looks to Bowden. Bowden with the cross. And actually great defensive play by Bishop Guertin. And hello to all the Bishop Guertin parents who are joining us today on either on YouTube or on, I guess, Bishop Guertin Facebook page. The ball was in from Vero to Middleton. Grenier over to Rasby. Broken up by Bishop Guertin. Kaiser over to Rasby. Rasby to Poshman. Flanagan with the ball. Flanagan tried to cross it over to Bowden, but it rolls out. And Bishop Guertin, I believe that's number 3, Calvin Jazokis with the throw-in. Vero with the defensive play, tried to move it over to Poshman and Fultran. Poshman with a great defensive play. Fultran with the lead to Flanagan, but a little bit too far ahead. And the Bishop Guertin defender, number 14, Ethan Leary, a smart play, kicks it out of play. So I believe that Flanagan will be throwing the ball in at this point. So again, we're about 2 minutes into the game, 0-0 tie. It's been all Bedford so far. Nice throw in by Flanagan over to the middle. Flanagan now with the ball. Flanagan tries to shoot on goal, misses to the goalie's right. So Bedford will move back, and Bishop Guertin will set. Beautiful day here in Bedford's kind of an overcast day. Rasby now. Rasby with a shot. So right now, no shots on goal. Bedford's missed a couple times. But again, it's been all Bedford so far. And Bedford will be setting up for a corner here. And looks like that's Carlos Fultran. Ricky Fultran going over for the corner kick. Ricky with the cross. And Poshman to Flanagan. And not sure what the call is here. It could have been a handball by Bishop Guertin in the box. Let's see. It is. It looks like it's a handball by. So Flanagan will be taking a PK here. Must have been a handball. So Flanagan sets up. Let's see. He had 1 PK last week against Bishop Guertin. So this will be the first shot by Flanagan with the goal, actually. So that goal is unassisted by number 7, Matthew Flanagan.
Bedford goal by number 7, Matt Flanagan.
So first goal by Matt Flanagan. That's in the 4th minute. 4th minute of play. So I think, I believe that was must have been a handball by Bishop Guertin in the box on the cross. So by a great cross by Ricky Fultran. So Bishop Guertin brings it up, broken up by Nate Vero. Back to the Bishop Guertin keeper, in which I do not have a number for the keeper, actually. So right now we have 1 shot to 0 shots. Nate Vero passes it up to Grenier. Grenier over to Poshman. Poshman elects to pass it back to Middleton. Up to Rasby and a little leg sweep there. So that's, it went for the ball, but instead of the ball, he clipped Caden Rasby's ankle. Caden gets up and now dribbles in. Good play by Bishop Guertin defense to shut him off. Poshman over to Kaiser. Kaiser with a great ball, and that's a goal. Great goal by Aaron Kaiser. Fantastic goal. A great goal by Aaron Kaiser. His brother Andrew's up here doing statistics, and he just said he taught his brother that shot, actually. So, but number.
Bedford goal by number 25, Aaron Kazar.
So that's a goal at the 5th minute. So while mentioning, just I want to just take a moment to give a shout out to the Aaron Kazor's grandparents. His grandparents Ted and Sophia are watching from Florida. Grandparents Dave and Linda are watching from North Carolina, and good to know we even have some international fans. Nephews Kaylin and Javen are watching from Toronto, Canada. So again, a big shout out to the Kaiser family in Florida, North Carolina, and Toronto, Canada. And Andrew's here in the box, and Andrew gives a big thumbs up to the grandparents and cousins in Canada. So Bedford controls again. Aaron Kaiser up to James Poshman. James Poshman with the lead to Flanagan. Flanagan, it looks like it's a corner, actually. So smart play by Flanagan. He really didn't have an angle, and he just deflected it off the Bishop Guertin player. So Flanagan with a quick, instead of a corner, quick pass to Caden Rasby. Rasby back to Flanagan. Flanagan with a cross to Poshman. And Poshman just misses the goal. But good, that's, if my colleague Harry were here, Harry would say that's probably one of Bedford's set plays. So again, early on, we come to you at 7 minutes left to go in the first half. The home team, Bedford 2, Bishop Guertin 0. So Poshman with the ball. Poshman over to Graham Hudson. Graham Hudson over to Poshman. There's Grayson Granier. BG with a little attack here. Poshman. Here goes Cade Rasby. Rasby over to Flanagan. Flanagan with a shot wide to the right. I think he was thinking field goal instead of goal, trying to put 3 points up on the board there. Again, good ball control by Bedford. I would just say, after any Bedford parents or grandparents that have witnessed the last 3 games this week, they really, they had a tough start of the week playing arguably one of the best teams in the state, Central, in 2 really hard-fought games. I mentioned Thursday's game, 100-minute game. 2 full overtimes, 10-minute overtimes, and played to a 0-0 tie. But really a nice momentum builder after the tough loss on Thursday night, where they really played well. So that should be the keeper. Zach Dion will have his first or second touch of the game. And again, I want to talk a little bit about the other night's game. Zach Dion had a fantastic game, came up with probably half a dozen really big saves. So, big shout out to Zach Dion for his fantastic game. So Zach sets. Moving his players up the field. So Zach with about almost a 50-yard boot, maybe 55-yard boot. Here goes Aaron Kaiser. Again, Aaron with his first goal of the season. Ricky Fultran up to Cade Rasby. Passes up to Flanagan. Let's see, it's a foot race right now. Nice job by number 14, Ethan Larry, for Bishop Guertin, going stride for stride with Matt Flanagan. A nice job by the keeper, too, to come up and take that ball away. And a nice pass, too, by Caden Rasby. Here goes Graham Hudson. Another good job by the defender. And I believe that was may have been number 11, John Sullivan. Goes BG with a nice lead. Great job by Dennis Ehrlich. And Bedford kicks it out, so it'll be BG ball. At this point, too, I'd just like to give a shout out to Cade Corbett's grandparents in California, Stan and Joanna Corbett, who are watching us from early morning in California, just past 10 o'clock, so 10:14 in California, actually. So, our thoughts and prayers, too, to all the people in California that hopefully that get these wildfires under control. Nice play by Poshman. So number 3 from Calvin Jazokis with the throw-in. Bedford players surround him. Flanagan over to Rasby. Rasby sees Foltran down the side. Nice play by number 14, Ethan Larry from Bishop Guertin. I've called his names a couple times tonight. Ricky Foltran to Flanagan. Matty Flanagan around. Let's see, looking for a cross. Try to cross, deflected off one of the BG players. BG keeper with the throw-in. The long throw. I believe that's still boot by BG over to number 9, Colin McCarthy. McCarthy with a nice back pass. Oh, nice play by Dennis Ehrlich. And a shot by Bishop Guertin that just goes wide. But great play by Dennis, actually, to come up there and nice tackle to break up the momentum, the Bishop Guertin momentum. Really their first offensive play of the game. Drew Middleton over to Jake Bowden. Jake Bowden up to Flanagan. Flanagan with a little flip to Poshman. Poshman to Rasby. And called offsides. A few groans from the fans. I don't know. Jerry, what do you think, Jerry? Jerry says yep. But so speaking of which, a big shout out to Jerry Teixeira, who's on camera today, actually. And also, as always, huge shout out to George Cox from BCTV and the just phenomenal job that the BCTV team does to bring Bedford sports to all parents, and particularly in this pandemic era when there's a limit of tickets and only family members can come to games. So again, thank you to BCTV. Bowden with a shot that's deflected off of James Poshman's back legs. Up to Flanagan. Flanagan, good defensive play by BG. Broken up by Flanagan over to Rasby. Rasby back to Kaiser. Kaiser to Poshman. Poshman to Flanagan. Flanagan to Rasby. Rasby fiddles and diddles over to Poshman. Poshman up to Cyrillic. Played by BG. That's number 2, Graven Singh. Broken up by Poshman. So ball's deflected off Ricky Foltran. It'll be BG's ball. And with the throw in, someone's name I've called a lot today, Ethan Larry, actually. So Larry with the throw in. Vera with the breakup up to Foltran. Foltran over to Poshman. To Bowden. Bedford controls. Flanagan up to Foltran. Foltran with a flip. Nice pass. Flanagan over to, oh, nice save by the keeper. So great ball movement by Bedford there. I think Coach Stu Pepper always talks about the unselfishness of this team. Actually, I think you saw it there. Great ball movement by the Bulldogs. So number 4, Nicholas Young for Bishop Guertin, and Nate Vero flying up and intercepts the ball there. Although I think there may be a call on that. So Bedford ball. So Nate Vero quick to get the ball in. Although there's a whistle blow too. We saw that the other night in the Central game. Central tried to rush the play. The refs really like to settle the play before the play starts. Kaiser up to Rasby. Rasby with a nice little move. Jake Bowden bringing it up. Up to Grenier to Flanagan. Flanagan with the left foot, and that's the second goal for Flanagan. But a nice pass, nice ball movement. We'll have to see who that pass was from. I think it may have been from Grenier, but not sure. So that's
Bedford goal by number 7, Matt Flanagan.
that's assisted by I think it was Grayson Grenier. I think he said number 8, Grayson Grenier.
Number 8, Grayson Grenier with assist.
So we have our first substitution of the game. So Matt Flanagan came out, and our substitution is, what number was that? Number 20, Gavin Diaz, the freshman. So I think a game like this, one of the positives, you get up early, you get opportunity to rest some of the starters, particularly after, they played between Thursday night and the other on Tuesday night, 180 minutes, and really tough soccer. Nice cross by Graham Hudson that the BG defender broke up. Nice header by the BG defender. Good battle here. We've got number 9, Colin McCarthy, with a nice move around the Bedford midfielder. Oh, nice lead. Nice cross, but Drew Middleton is there to break it up. Great job by Drew. So we had an offside on the Bedford player, but nice lead by Grayson Grenier, just off by a few steps. So again, my name's Jim Flanagan, coming to you live from Bulldog Stadium in Bedford, New Hampshire, and the Bulldogs off to a 3-0 lead. Just about 22 minutes. I'm sorry, just 17 minutes into the first half. Nice play by Calvin Jazokis. Lead up to number 9, Colin McCarthy, that is broken up by Bedford. So Zach Dion will have another opportunity here. Couple more substitutions coming in. Jake Bowden is out. And I believe in for Bedford is number 16, Cade Corbin. I gave a shout out a couple minutes ago to Cade's family in California, his grandparents. So again, big shout out to Cade's grandparents, Stan and Joanna. I'm sure Cade's thrilled that you're watching. And just take this opportunity too, that anyone who's watching, if you'd like to give a shout out to your favorite Bulldog player, just feel free to do so by sending me an email. And again, it's Jim Flanagan at JFLANAGAN at Anselm, ANSELM, as in Mary.edu. So JFLANAGAN at Anselm, ANSELM, as a Mary.edu, and we'll give a shout out to your favorite Bulldog player. And believe it or not, these boys, when they get together after the game, they do watch the replays of the games. So feel free to let us know if you want a shout out. Bedford BG with a nice direct kick. Poshman with the ball being chased down by several BG players. Nice defensive play by BG. And now number 17, Ryan Ferrani for BG with the ball. Not sure what the play is there, but a foul on Bedford. All right, Bedford with the chance. Nice break up by Bishop Guertin. Grayson Grenier with a good defensive play, but number 3, Calvin Jazokis for BG breaks it up. That's number 2, Graven Singh from BG with a nice play. Middleton breaks it up, gets it back to Zach Dion, and Zach with a nice play. That's Cade Corber with a nice pass to Gavin Diaz. Not sure on the play there. Jerry, any thoughts on that? It looked like it was, yeah.
I was trailing the action, so
Yeah.
I wasn't right.
Not sure what they called. It was. I know in basketball they typically, call that a if you carry the ball actually, but I don't know. Gavin Diaz with a nice header over to Grayson Grenier. Grenier over to Cade Corbett. Cade over to Jackson Whitehead. Jackson to Grenier. It's broken up by BG. Number 11, John Sullivan. Foul on Bedford. Sullivan gets up, just brushes himself off. And it looks like number 18, Sebastian Bernard, has the kick here. So again, we're actually at the halfway point through the first half, and it is Bedford 3, Bishop Guertin 0. Nice boot, just a little bit wide. So Zach Dion will have the kickoff here. A couple more subs coming into the game. I miss my co-partner in crime here, Harry Kozlowski, who has binoculars and usually can tell who's coming into the game. Cade Corbett with the ball back to Middleton. Middleton with the lead. He had Poshman. Poshman coming up, the BG keeper with a nice, comes out, cuts it off. Ricky Foltran with the nice defensive play there. Ricky again over to Poshman. Poshman back to Jackson Whitehead. Jackson Whitehead with a nice move there. Whitehead over to Grenier. Oh, great play by the BG defender. Number 2, Graven Singh coming down the line. Nice play by. Great play by Cade Corbett on defense to break that up. And now with the throw in from Bishop Guertin will be Calvin Jazokis. Nice throw in, but Poshman's there. Graham Hudson now looking at his options. Number 16, Zach Morris for Bishop Guertin with a nice defensive play there. Ricky Foltran. It looked like he had some cramping issues on Thursday night. It looks like he's fine today. Graham Hudson, nice defensive play. Back to Jackson Whitehead. Zach Dion settles the ball. Oh, great slide. Singh with the ball for nice boot. And that looks like it was number 9, Colin McCarthy for Bishop Guertin. That's the first shot on goal by BG of the half. And nice job by Zach Dion to collect that ball. And again, I can't say enough about Zach Dion with a great ball. Poshman there, but also the Bishop Guertin defender there, and the BG keeper comes up to stop that threat. Poshman now up to Ricky Foltran. He looks like he's wide open. Foltran with the cross. So that should be a corner now. Nice save by the BG keeper, and I believe that's shot number 6 for Bedford. Number of subs coming into the game now. So I see Poshman going off, Foltran going off, Grenier going off, and also Graham Hudson going off. So as we go through the next couple minutes, I'll try to figure out who's come into play. Looks like taking the corner is number 4, Jackson Whitehead. Oh, nice ball by Jackson. BG defender there, heads it, but heads it towards his own goal. And actually, that was Cade Razzie who took the corner. So my apologies. Jackson Whitehead was there to collect it. Now the BG keeper with a nice boot out to around midfield. Jackson Whitehead with a nice header over to Nate Vero. Up to Jackson Whitehead. Gavin Diaz almost a chance. And again, nice collection by the BG keeper. Not a shot, but nice. So great defensive play by number. I think that's Nick Asadorian, actually. Number 23. I'm sorry, Asher Easter. Nice play by Asher. So BG, that's number 2. Sorry, that was number 3. Calvin Jazokas actually with a nice defensive play. Another substitution for BG. So we are 25 minutes into the first half. I'm here live from beautiful Bulldog Stadium on a sunny fall day. And we are 15 minutes into the game. Bedford 3, Bishop Guertin 0. And the scoring for the game so far, Matt Flanagan with 2 goals in the 4th minute and the 15th minute. And then Aaron Kaiser with a goal in the 5th minute. And Drew Middleton brings it up. So foul on Bishop Guertin. So Drew Middleton with a quick flip to Caden Rasby. Rasby up to Whitehead. Whitehead over to Gavin Diaz. Diaz with the nice lead. BG with a kick trying to get it out of bounds, and they do. And then there for Bedford is number 11, Elliot Teixeira. And speaking of Elliot Teixeira, I want to give a huge shout out to Elliot's aunt and uncles who are joining us today from Uruguay. So again, talk a little bit earlier about some international viewers. We have Aaron Kaiser's family watching from Toronto, and then we have Elliot's grandparents joining us from Uruguay. And again, Elliot's dad is doing the camera work today. So a special thanks to Jerry for being here today. Jerry, I was talking about Central a little bit earlier. Jerry was a standout and an all-star at Central High School back in the day. So now for the throw-in for Bedford is number 16, Cade Corbett. Another substitution, Middleton coming out of the game. Drew with an absolute monster game the other night against Central High School. Part of the defenders and midfielders that did just a phenomenal job shutting down the Little Green. Great ball by Diaz to Rasby. Great defensive play by, not sure if that was Ethan Larry, but a great defensive play by Bishop Guertin there, and great passing too. So by the freshman, Gavin Diaz. Nice lead to Caden, the senior, Caden Rasby. So Caden with a corner kick. Nice boot to the middle. Plenty of Diaz settles it. And Diaz with a nice shot that's broken up by the Bishop Guertin defender. So we will have another corner right now. And that looks like doing the corner is number 11, Elliot Teixeira. So again, family watching internationally. Let's go, Elliot. Oh, with a nice boot, just missed a header. Speaking of Elliott, just a really impressive crop of freshmen this year. I think one of the, in recent memory, probably one of the largest collection of freshmen to make Stu Pepper's squad. So Asher Easter settles it. Asher Easter up to Anthony Dinelli. Oh, great lead. He looked behind to think that he was offsides, and I think he was as surprised that he was not offsides, and that was I believe, number 21, Anthony Dinelli. He looked back because I think he thought he was so wide open, thinking that maybe I was offsides, but he was not offsides.
I hope I caught that. It's hard to follow the ball with the sun.
But again, a great bid there for Bedford, and again, a great save by the Bishop Guertin keeper. By my count, 8 shots now. He's made some spectacular saves. And my apologies, I do not know the name of the Bishop Guertin keeper. Actually, the starting lineup we have did not list positions for the players. So hopefully at halftime I'll be able to get the name. BG with the bid here. I believe that is number 2. Number 2, Guertin Singh with a nice bid, broken up by the Bedford defense. Caden Rasby, broken up by Bishop Guertin. And I mentioned the Bedford freshmen, really talented crew. Number 5, Griffin Middleton. Number 11, Elliot Teixeira. Number 20, Gavin Diaz. And then the keeper, number 24, Jacob Redman, who I think maybe we'll see some action in the second half, depending on the score. Nice throw in by Cade Corbett. Gavin Diaz with a couple good moves over to Rasby. Rasby with a nice pass up to, I believe, number 11. That's Teixeira. Teixeira back to Rasby. Rasby back to number 5. Oh, Griffin Middleton in the game. Again, speaking of the freshmen. And speaking of the Middletons, big shout out to Griffin and Andrew's grandparents and family watching from California and from Connecticut. But I can't say the Middleton connection today because older brother Drew is now cheering his little brother on from the bench. Nice ball from BG. Nice header by BG. I think that is Singh. Called his name quite a bit today, actually. Gravian Singh. And again, my apologies to any parents for the mispronunciation of names. And BG, that is number 4, Nick Young. Now it's over to number 3, Calvin Jazokis. Jazokis steadies the ball. Nice play by Cade, defensive play by Cade Corbett. Over to Asher Easter. Easter to Anthony Dinelli. Dinelli back to Nate Vero. So Nate's seeing some good playing time, his first action of the season. So good to have him back. I believe that's Leary for Bishop Guertin. Over to Calvin Jazokis. Singh. They tried to lead it up to Singh. Now Zach Dion with not the save, but collects the ball. So we've got about 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half, and it's Bedford 3, Bishop Guertin 0. Bulldogs looking to go 2-1-1. Almost, believe it or not, almost at the halfway point of this COVID-19 shortened season. Bedford Diaz up to Teixeira. Teixeira settles the ball. That was Middleton with the ball. Nice play by Diaz. So a little over 5 minutes left to go in the game. I'm sorry, in the first half. A little more 5 minutes left to go in the first half. BG with the ball. Few more subs coming in for BG, and I believe that Leary may be going out. Must deserve sub. Diaz with the ball. Oh, nice pass. Oh, hits, and that's a goal. That is a Bedford goal. We'll have to figure out the scoring here. There were we'll wait till our on-game official gives us the score, but it was kind of an own goal, but kind of bad luck for the BG defender. We'll wait to hear the score from on the field. Stay tuned. We'll get back to you later on with who scored that goal. Still waiting. Great. Andrew Kaiser will go down at halftime and try to find out who that goal was credited to at the 35th minute. But it's kind of a tough break. Good initial save by the keeper after it hit the corner post. But I think Teixeira was involved with that. Trying to think who else was trying to get a number now. 21 for Bedford. I believe Anthony Dinelli was in the area. I'll ask Jerry and George. Any idea? Did you guys see who was in the vicinity of that goal?
The guy who took the shot, Elliott was right there. I think he was ready for the rebound.
So we think that Elliot Teixeira was the closest player in the vicinity. So right now we're going to give it to Elliot Teixeira actually. So Elliot Teixeira with the goal. That I believe it's his first varsity goal of his short career, and I'm sure one of many goals that these very talented freshmen will be scoring over the years. They're going to be fun to watch over the next couple of years.
I'm sure he'd be excited to see that, hear about that gift that goes his way.
Yeah. BG with a little Nate Vero. Nice job breaking it up. Calvin Jazokis with the ball. Tries to pass it just a little bit wide of the BG midfielder. Cade Corbett with the throw in. Corbett up the line. Fernando Correct. Here we go. We have 21 for Bedford. Anthony Dinelli with a break here. Let's go. Oh, great shot. Great save by the BG keeper. Great shot by Anthony Dinelli. But again, a fantastic save by the BG keeper. So that's, by my count, that's shot number 10 for the Bulldogs. And with about 2 minutes left to go, we're close to stoppage time. It is the Bedford Bulldogs 4 and Bishop Guertin 0. That's another shot by the Bulldogs. So that's shot number 11 for the Bulldogs. And then a special shout out from Uncle Greg Allen, Dr. Allen, from watching in Minneapolis, Minnesota, watching Matt Flanagan, and also grandparents Jack and Marianne, and Uncle Meatball, Uncle Patrick Clary, also watching from Dallas, beautiful Dallas, Pennsylvania. So hello to Dr. Allen, Minneapolis, and also Jack, Marianne, and Patrick, watching from Dallas, Pennsylvania. We are in stoppage time now, so 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Nice play by the BG defender there. So probably about a minute and 20 seconds left to go in the first half. And with the throw in for Bedford is number 23, Asher Easter. Nice header by the BG player. A little collision, big BG players. And I think they have it looks like a foul on BG. So Asher Easter with a direct kick. I think we've got about a minute left to go in the first half. Okay, just a reminder, any parents, grandparents, if you want to shout out, just send me an email at jflanagan@anselm.edu, jflanagan @anselm.edu, and we promise in the second half that we'll be giving shout outs. Nice direct kick by Asher, and unfortunately, that hit the great header. I think that was, not sure what number was in there with the header, but that was not a goal. It hit the crossbar right above the goal, and the goal post right above the crossbar. So Bedford with a little chance here. Fernando Carade was a senior. Nice play there. And we've got number 4, Jackson Whitehead with a nice lead. And the Bishop Guertin keeper collects the ball. Actually, I just got some information. The Bishop Guertin keeper is Aiden Lorendo. So Aiden Lorendo, who's done just a tremendous job today, actually. So big shout out to Aiden Lorendo. And that is it. That's the first half. So with the score, Bedford 4, Bishop Guertin 0. Bedford 4, Bishop Guertin 0. And again, just quickly, just to let you know the scoring again. So we had first goal was by Matt Flanagan in the 4th minute. And then Aaron Kaiser with the goal in the 5th minute. Matt Flanagan back with the goal in the 15th minute. And then we had the last goal in the 35th minute was Elliot Teixeira. So we're going to take a little bit of break. We have a 10-minute break. We'll be back here at the start of the second half. And again, Jim Flanagan for BC TV. And we'll see you in 10 minutes. Thank you. Great. Well, good afternoon from, we're back here at Bulldog Stadium for the start of the second half. And we have 4 freshmen starting the second half, actually. So we have Gavin Diaz. We also have, let me see, who else? Griffdog Middleton, Elliot Teixeira, and Jacob Redmond in the goal. So, again, great job by Zach Dion in the first half, but Jacob Redmond. So, and then we have Flanagan up top with Gavin Diaz. And then over on the side, Asher Easter goes to collect the ball to do a throw-in. Asher Easter to Middleton. So I'm sad to report I do not have the Middleton connection. I think Andrew, much deserved break after the last 2 games. So Kaiser in the middle. BG. That is Singh. Diaz tries to settle the ball. Diaz with the foul, and Zachary Morris collects the ball quickly. BG with the lead up to the winger. Nice play by Dennis Cyrillic. Cyrillic up to Diaz. Nice play by the Bedford defender. Shot to the jaw. Thankfully, he's okay. BG, who do we have over there? Trying to get the number. That is number 5, Thomas Carnes for BG with a nice play, but unfortunately ran out of the playing field. Cade Corbett with the throw-in. Singh settles the ball. Cyrillic with a great Singh with the ball. Singh with a nice cross. Need Harry here with the numbers. Looks like that was number 14, Ethan Larry. Diaz seeing a lot of action today, and Diaz back to Cyrillic. Over to Kaiser. Griffin Middleton now. Middleton, nice ball up top to Flanagan. Flanagan with the run now. Let's see. Should be going in. I'm probably thinking cross right here. Flanagan probably thinking hat trick there, but Teixeira calling for the ball. Here we go. Jacob Redmond settles the ball there. Good to see Jacob in. Had a nice game last Saturday against Goffstown. Nice throw in by Redmond up to Rasby. Rasby over to Kaiser. Elliot Teixeira calling his name quite a bit since he's come in. Whitehead over to Nate Vero. Good to have Nate Vero back on the field. Vero with the lead to Rasby, and he is onside. So let's see. BG defenders over to Gavin Diaz. Gavin Diaz, let's see. Gavin probably thinking corner here. The BG defender kicks it out, so it's Bedford throw-in, and that will be number 23, Asher Easter with the throw-in. Easter throws into Rasby. BG with the ball. Easter back to Kaiser. Kaiser back to Nate Vero. Vero looking upfield. Vero with a nice lead pass to Diaz. Diaz to Kaiser to Flanagan. Flanagan over to, I believe, Easter. Up to Rasby. Rasby with the boom. Great save by Lorendo. Flanagan now. Oh, great save by the BG keeper. That's 2 shots in the second half by Bedford. Flanagan hits a crossbar looking for that elusive third goal, the hat trick. Nice play by Vero. Vero with a nice boot. Upfield, Diaz collects it. Over to Middleton. Middleton up to Flanagan. Flanagan back to Rasby. Rasby to Flanagan. Flanagan back to Rasby. Flanagan was offside, so he opted not to go for that ball. He knew he was offsides. So we're 5 minutes into the second half here from beautiful Bulldog Stadium. Foliage almost full. It's for Bedford. Bishop Guertin 0. And again, yeah, huge shout out to the BCTV team. And also a huge shout out to George Cox and Jerry Teixeira, who are here today. Jerry doing the camera work and George handling all the technician duties. Kaiser with the ball up to Diaz. It's played by, that's 21. Oh, nice hustle. Nice hustle by William McGregor for Bishop Guertin. So McGregor out there right now and Thomas Carnes out there. Number 22, Sean Kelly out there for Bishop Guertin. So Rasby with the ball. Rasby to Flanagan. A little give and go going on right here, I think. Flanagan back to over to Easter to Flanagan. Flanagan now with the ball, probably looking for Teixeira. Great job by the BG defender. But I like the confidence that the upperclassmen have in the freshman class. Good team chemistry. Diaz picks the pocket of the BG defender. Nice play by the BG defender, but great play by freshman Gavin Diaz. Flanagan now. Over to Teixeira. Oh, Teixeira, let's see. Could have a second goal here. That'll be a play on, follow on Teixeira, actually. Looking to gain the advantage. Wrapped up the BG player. I think that was number 3, Calvin Jazokis for Bishop Guertin. New ball coming in. And with the kickoff here will be number 11, John Sullivan. Not sure if it's Jack Sullivan, but John Sullivan for Bishop Guertin. Looking for his options here on the field. Again, we're 8 minutes into the second half here for Bedford, Bishop Guertin 0. Nice ball. Nice defensive play by Bedford there. I believe that was number 23, Asher Easter. Called his name quite a bit in the second half. Dennis Cyrillic with the throw-in. Out to Griffin Middleton. Broken up by Bishop Guertin. I think that was Singh, and that shot is wide. So Jacob Redmond will collect the ball, and a huge shout out to the Redmond family and all the grandparents, aunt and uncles, siblings. I think we have one sibling in Georgia, another one in Rhode Island, grandparents in St. Louis. So hello to the Redmonds, kind of a really incredible family and a great athletic family too, as well as academic. That's Cade Corbett to Flanagan, to Kaiser. Kaiser to Flanagan. Flanagan looking for his options. Back to Nate Vero. Over to Cade Corbett. Corbett to Vero. Vero with a nice job with a sliding tackle. Flanagan. Good job by the BG defender. Little pull, no foul there. Foul on BG there. A couple in a row, actually. Well, if you're the official, too, it's 4-0, so you're probably not going to call. Some would argue it's a ticky-tack foul. Flanagan with the lead to Rasby. Rasby being chased down by Rasby with a great cross to Shera there to collect it, actually. Nice effort by the freshman. And great defensive play by number 3, Calvin Jazokis. So Bedford will have another corner here. But great defensive play by Bishop Guertin, and there was a great pass from Flanagan to Rasby, and the Rasby with a great cross to Shera that the BG just collected. So Flanagan, that set play, back to Rasby. Rasby over to Flanagan. Flanagan with the header by the BG defender. He goes to Shera. BG, that's number 21, William McGregor. McGregor up to number 22, Sean Kelly. Great job by Cade Corbett. Sean Kelly with the shot. And Nate Vero with the header to break it up. Nice shot by, not sure in the number. Could be number 2. No, it was not number 2. Looks like number 8, Francesco Colon, the 4th. Francesco Colon, the 4th. So we will have a little Middleton magic right now. So we have freshman Griffin Middleton in the game with older brother Drew, or Andrew as his parents call him. So Cyrillic looking upfield to Flanagan with a lead pass. Flanagan has Diaz, looking to Diaz. Flanagan with the hat trick. So that's the third goal for Matt Flanagan at 11 minutes or 51 minutes of this game.
Bedford goal scored by number 7, Matt Flanagan.
And that'll be it for Matt Flanagan. Waiting for the parents to throw hats onto the field. Or mask. Yeah, no masks. Yeah, good point. Give credit to Jerry Teixeira for that comment, or Bill Stevens from BCTV. I'm not sure who shouted it out from the peanut gallery, but well received. A great play by Teixeira. That's number 3, Calvin Jazokis for Bishop Guertin. He's had a solid game. And again, a big shout out to Lorendo's had a fantastic game in goal for Bishop Guertin. That's up to number 20, Miguel O'Queek. I'm not even going to pretend to be able to announce that. Griffin Middleton with a great defensive play there up to Caden Rasby. Rasby over to number 23, Asher Easter. So BG with the throw-in. My favorite, I think, name on the roster, Francesco Colon the fourth. And again, a little correction out to Uncle Dr. Allen. I said Minneapolis, Minnesota, and shot by Bishop Guertin, and that is a goal. I believe. Let's see a number. Can we make out a number, Caleb? Let's see if he turned his back here to us. Let's see. Anyone? Bueller, anyone? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if he turns his back to us. Number 5. So Bishop Guertin's goal was scored by number 5, Thomas Carnes.
BG goal scored by number
5.
number 5.
Thomas Carnes. Thomas Carnes, and that was at the, 53rd minute. That's their first shot in the half. So with about 26 minutes left to go in the game, it's Bedford 5, Bishop Guertin 1. So I was saying, just an apology. Dr. Allen from Minneapolis. I thought Minneapolis, Minnesota. Actually, they live in Lake Elmo, Minnesota. So I'm not going to make any Sesame Street comments and not going to make the Elmo song, I promise. But again, big shout out to the Allen family. Uncle Pat is also watching, and Aunt Jane and the rest of the Allen clan. Griffin Middleton with the ball. A little collision there. We do. The Middleton connection. Jerry Teixeira just commented both Middletons are in the game. There's Drew. Drew settles the ball. Easter over to Cyrillic. Back to Middleton. Middleton over to little brother Griff Dog. Great ball by Easter up to Rasby. Rasby surveying the field, looking for Diaz. Broken up by BG. BG moves it up. Nice ball. Griffin Middleton there. And Jacob Redmond collects it. Scoops it up to Kaiser. Aaron had his first goal of the season earlier. Second goal of the game. Elliot Teixeira. Whole family's watching. Great move by that. So Anthony Dinelli with a nice move there and a nice ball, just a little high. So we have another substitution coming in. Senior Caden Rasby leaves the field. That had a great game. Caden, I think, may have had an assist or two there that we missed, but I'm sure we'll get it in the score sheet later on. But so a good opportunity for Coach Stu Pepper to have his have some of the starters take a much-deserved breather. So Middleton to Diaz. Diaz back to Middleton. Over to Easter. Easter back to Poshman. So Posh back in the game. James Poshman, Division I commit. It was just announced the other day, actually, to Merrimack College down in North Andover, Mass. So that'll be fun the next 4 years to watch James play some college soccer. So Poshman with the ball, broken up by Bishop Guertin. Cyrillic's there to collect the pass. Back to Jacob Redmond. Redmond over to Cade Corbett. Corbett over to Teixeira, to Middleton. Back to Corbett. So good ball movement by by Bedford. Well, Middleton right now looking for little brother Griff Dog. Nice ball by Ian Kaiser, broken up by Bishop Guertin. Boschman with the lead to Diaz. Diaz back to Poshman. Poshman with a nice shot, and I believe that's a goal by Poshman. Deflected off the BG defender. So I believe that goal was scored by, I'll give you the numbers.
Number 6, James Poshman. This is by number 20,
Gavin Diaz. Yep.
Bedford goal by number
8,
6,
6.
James Poshman. Assisted by
Number 20, Gavin Diaz.
number 20, Gavin Diaz.
So that's the sixth goal of the contest, and I think, is that running time when it's 6? So we are now officially into running time. So James Poshman from Diaz. And we have 20, so that would be at the 49th minute. So Poshman from Diaz, the freshman Gavin Diaz. As I mentioned, it's going to be fun watching the Bulldogs the next 3 years, next 4 years, next 3 years after this with some of the freshmen. Really talented crop of freshmen. Great save by Jacob Redmond. Second shot of the half. So I had an opportunity to interview Coach Pepper before the game, and I asked him for his thoughts on the first week of the season. He said it was, I wish I could do an accent, but not good at accents. But anyway, Coach Pepper said very uplifting the first week. He loved the spirit of the team and the skill level. He saw huge strides in team chemistry and lots of good looks for a variety of players. He said he was especially impressed the other night with the team chemistry and the spirit of the entire squad. He said that he feels like everyone loves their roles, even the intensity on the field and even on the bench the other night with how players were supporting one another. So he's really, we're only officially the 8th day of the season, actually. So a little collision up there. Kaiser goes down. Diaz collects the ball. Poshman to Teixeira. Teixeira with a foot race. Good play by Calvin Jazokis from BG. Sure, everyone's wondering, Jazokis, is there any relation with Bedford headmaster Jazokis? So we have a number of substitutions. I'm not even going to pretend to be able to keep track of these substitutions. I mean, literally, I think everyone that was on the bench for both teams came onto the field, including the keeper. And a big shout out to Aiden Lorendo, the sophomore from Bishop Guertin. He just outstanding game. Had over, I think, 15 or 20 shots and just did a fantastic job. And that's one substitution. And, of course, Pranava Barawa from Bishop Guertin. And, again, to your parents, I apologize for the mispronunciation. But a lot of substitutions here for both teams. Grayson Grenier to Poshman. Poshman settles it. Poshman to Jake Bowden. Jake Bowden with the left foot. Nice shot and nice save by the BG keeper. So that's another shot on goal. So we are up to 11. Yeah, I think I'm up to 17 shots on goal so far. Jackson Whitehead settles it up to Grenier. Grenier over to Karade. To Graham Hudson. Hudson to Middleton. To Karade. So BG, we have number 23, David Rivera. Number 20 is in the game, Miguel Aquik. Number 25, Cameron Mills. Nicely, but that will be out. So we've got about 17 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, just a beautiful day for spectators. The fans, I'm looking out right now. Pretty good crowd here today. Bedford fans being socially distanced. Everyone's masked up, including the Bedford players all masked up, which even the Central, commentators announced the other day. I think Bedford's one of the only teams in the state wearing masks. Grayson Grenier with the steal up to Ricky Foltran. Should be a corner kick for the Bulldogs. I've lost count of the number of corner kicks today, actually, but 7. Andrew Kaiser, who's doing stats here today, said 7. So shout out to Andrew Kaiser, who's here, graduate of Bedford High School, I think doing his college remote learning from home. Ricky Foltram with he could smell the back of the net, unfortunately just missed. But Andrew Kaiser's here, older brother of Aaron. And then Caleb Harrington actually is also here handling the clock and also handling the public address announcing. Both of them doing a great job. So BG with a nice play by number 20, Miguel Aquik. And that's Ryan Ferrani. Ferrani with the ball. Oh, nice defense by Jackson Whitehead. Whitehead over to Hudson. Hudson tries to clear the ball. There to collect. So actually there was a foul called on Bishop Guertin, not sure which number. So Drew Middleton collects it, gives it back to Jackson Whitehead. Grenier over to Bowden. Bowden to Foltran. Throw in by BG. Another foul. So Bedford with the ball. Fernando Carade. That's Bowden. Bowden, nice job breaking through traffic. Bowden with the lead to Graham Hudson. Let's see. BG keeper out there to collect it. Nice play. Boots it up to midfield. Whitehead is there to collect it. Going to let it go out. Ref said it is out. That was close. I don't know. Those of us here in the press box, that could have gone either way. So Whitehead to Middleton. Nice ball. Boschman still out there. Grenier to Foltran. Foltran puts the brakes on. Boschman over to Foltran. Foltran through traffic. Should be another corner kick. Nope, the ref says it is a goal kick. So we've got 13 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this game. The score is Bedford 6, Bulldogs 6, and the Cardinals of BG 1. Boschman with the ball. BG kicks it out. So it'll be a Bedford throw-in, and senior Jake Bowden with a throw-in here. Okay. Yeah, I'd also just like to give a shout out to Nashua TV, channel 99. So anyone viewing and all the BG parents, and a big shout out to Nashua TV for broadcasting this game, actually. And a huge shout out to the parents. And again, I want to apologize if I mispronounced any players' names from BG today. My sincerest apologies. And a great effort by the BG team here. It's now Bedford collecting it up. And that was Grayson Grenier. Nice save by the BG keeper. Pranava Marawa. And again, speaking of mispronouncing names, I'm sure I got that one wrong. But great job by the BG keeper there. And by my count, that's 10, 11, 16, 18 shots. But I'll ask Andrew. Andrew, how many shots do you think we have? 22 for Bedford? So I'm way off my count. 22 shots for Bedford. Yeah, nice save by the BG keeper. Boots it up to number 7, Ryan Hamid. Graham Hudson with a nice ball to Grenier. Grenier with the cross. Great play by BG to break it up there. That's number 17, Ryan Ferrani. Poshman to Hudson. Broken up by the BG defender. Whitehead again. Good, nice hustle by number 7, Ryan Hamid for Bishop Guertin. Whitehead with the reboot on the throw-in. I think Jackson's played most of this game, actually. Middleton, nice pass to Whitehead. Whitehead back to Middleton. Middleton to Grenier. That's number 17, Ryan Ferrani for BG. Broken up by Bedford. Jake Bowden with the ball. Bowden up to Fultran. Nice give and go. Back to Bowden. Broken up by BG. Nice passes broken up by Graham Hudson. Hudson up to number 21, Anthony Donnelly. And I believe we have another corner kick. Let's see who takes this one. I think it may be Anthony Donnelly. So Donnelly sets. 4 Bedford players in for the corner kick. Fultran's there. Poshman's there also. Bishop Guertin clears the ball. That was number 18, Nick Asadorian for Bedford with the play. Deep shot by Asadorian that's collected by the BG keeper. Ball's up. Whitehead. Nice battle with number 7, Ryan Hamid for Bishop Guertin. That's Grenier. Grenier looking for Hudson. Nice lead to Hudson. Hudson brings up the sideline. Goes around the BG defender with a cross. With a cross to number 21. Anthony Donnelly, actually. Nice cross. And the BG defender came in and cleared the ball. So now out of bounds. So now we have Anthony Donnelly with the corner kick. Let me ask our statistician Andrew Kaiser, how many corners is that for Bedford? That's number 10 for Bedford. Poshman collects it. Poshman with the boot over the goal. And again, a special shout out to all grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, everyone who's joining us on for this telecast, either on YouTube. The game's also being shown live on BCTV Channel 23. And if you haven't checked it out, BCTV HD Channel 1072. Got an opportunity to watch the football game. I had no idea. I was watching the game on the regular station 23, and Harry Kozlowski, the Cause, announced that the game was also being broadcast on 1072 HD. Flipped over, and what a difference. Absolutely night and day. Like I said a little bit earlier, It's like the old days when you watched ESPN on channel 49, and then they came out with HD on 849 actually. So if you haven't had a chance, check it out. And again, just a special thanks to everyone from BCTV for the great job that they do. As a soccer parent, typically they don't broadcast a lot of soccer games. I think the one positive of COVID-19, and there aren't any positives, but the one thing we've been able to do is we've been able to show games. They've been able to show games on BCTV. So again, a huge shout out to Bill Stevens and the entire staff. Yeah. So Ricky Foltran, great play, steals the ball from the BG defender. Foltran still with the ball. Over to Poshman. Let's see what Posh does. Great cross by Hudson. And Dinelli almost there to collect, but good job by the BG keeper. And speaking of Bill Stevens, I bumped into one of the former on-air talent, high school talent, Matt Provo, the other day at St. Anselm College, and he asked to send along his best to everyone at BCTV, and said he was telling some of his classmates, senior classmates at St. Anselm College, about their show when they were seniors at Bedford. So we encourage any aspiring high school students too, actually, if any interest in getting involved, or really any parents interested in getting involved with BCTV. It's a great service that they provide to our community. So Redmond with the ball here. Nice job surveying his options. So we've got Poshman looking for his options. Over to a former Bedford mate, Jake Bowden. Bowden over to Karade. Karade to Poshman. Oh, Poshman with a great ball. Graham Hudson over to collect it. Let's see if he can get there. Out of bounds, but nice try there. So we're almost at the stoppage time. Although I don't know. Let me ask Kay, do we have stoppage time when it's a running clock?
It stops at 5.
Even when it's running time? Although we're not running time because it's only 5 goals right now, actually. Yeah, so let Bill Stevens just ask to Bill Jennings. My apologies, Bill. Bill Jennings from BCTV just asked to explain stoppage time. So the way it works in high school is that in the first half, the time for the game is kept on the clock up here that Caleb Harrington's doing actually, but at 2 minutes to go in the first half, they go to stoppage time, and the officials on the field keep track of the time. They have a stopwatch down or hand watch down on the field, and then the second half, there's 5 minutes of stoppage time. We're almost there. We've got about 3 seconds, so we are on stoppage time right now, actually. So, and it can be frustrating for fans because, you have no idea. There's not any Poshman wide of the goal. I think you could smell that. We're in stoppage time right now with 5 minutes to go. It's frustrating to fans sometimes because there's no rhyme or reason to it. I know that last year Bedford played at Central, their one regular season game, and Bedford fans kind of really frustrated. There was, at the stoppage time at 5 minutes, several parents had stopwatches on. Bedford was up by 2 goals. By one parent's count, there was 9 or 10 minutes of stoppage time, and it should have been 5 minutes. Bedford ended up winning the game by 1 goal, but a lot of people felt like, what's going on? Is it home referees? And of course, that was not the case, actually. The officials do a fantastic job here for the state. So, and I started to watch here. We'll see how close it is, actually. We are, by my count, we have 3 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the game. So Whitehead over to Middleton. Middleton over to Asadorian. 2 seniors. Asadorian to Bowden. Bowden back to Asadorian. And just so parents and grandparents and everyone joining us, then our next game is Tuesday evening, Bedford against Manchester Memorial. And the game is a home game. It's here at 7:15. And Bill Jennings is saying we will be live on BCTV that night, Channel 23, and again, HD 1072. So all the grandparents, parents, aunts and uncles, Pat Cleary in Dallas, Pennsylvania, make sure you tune in.
It's going to be on Facebook and YouTube, and we have cleared up our streaming challenge.
So it'll also be on Facebook and YouTube, and Bill just informed me that they've cleared up the streaming challenge that they have with this broadcast. So hopefully we hope to see everyone back here Tuesday evening. So the BG keeper settles the ball, and by my count, let me get my watch going again. I show 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So Grenier with the ball. Nice clear by Bishop Guertin. Back to Whitehead. Whitehead to Middleton. Let me just give you the scoring again. So we had Matt Flanagan had a hat trick today, the senior tri-captain. Scored at the 4th minute, the 15th minute, and then the first couple minutes, the 49th, first couple minutes of the second half. And then Aaron Kaiser had his first goal, and that was in the 5th minute. And then James Poshman, assisted by Gavin Diaz, in the 49th minute. So that's our scoring for Bedford, and then in the 53rd minute for Bishop Guertin, number 5, Thomas Carnes, unassisted. So that's our scoring, 6-1. And we've got 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go in the game. Poshman with the lead. Over to Graham Hudson. Graham Hudson, balls ahead, a little bit ahead. And Athletic Director Corey Parker just joined us in the press box too. Just a huge shout out to Corey and his staff. I just can't even begin. He joked his staff. I think it's Corey and I think one other person actually. So I guess to Corey and all his volunteers actually for the tremendous job that they do putting on all the home contests. They had a big game last night, a big crowd here last night. It was senior night for the football team. If you look over on the far side of the field. We love our seniors, go Bulldogs. That's not only for football, that's for all of our seniors at Bedford High School. It was also senior night for the band last night, too, and just so great to see the band at senior night for the soccer team the other night. So that's out of bounds. Graham Hudson with a nice try. By my count, we have 25 seconds left to go. So, Bill, let's see how close we are on stoppage time to the time that the official's keeping on the field. It's as though both teams are exhausted. So 10 seconds left to go. And that is the game. So I was off by 5 seconds. Not too bad. So again, just a pleasure to be here this afternoon. Sun coming out now. Everyone with their sunglasses on. The final score, Bedford 6, Bishop Guertin 1. Really hard-fought game by both teams. That'll leave Bishop Guertin 0-3 in this early season, and Bedford moves to 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie on this early season. But we're almost at the halfway point, believe it or not. They have 10 games this season. I talked about the scoring. Matt Flanagan had 3 goals. Aaron Kaiser had 1 goal. Elliot Teixeira, I forgot to mention Elliot earlier. Elliot had 1 goal and almost another near goal on the header, actually. And then our final goal was scored by James Poshman and assisted by Gavin Diaz. So again, thanks to everyone from BCTV. Special thanks to George Cox and also to Jerry Teixeira, who joined us this afternoon on the camera. So again, this is Jim Flanagan coming to you live from Bedford Bulldog Stadium. I hope everyone has a great afternoon.